Alright guys, time to start my top 10 2000 games of those 10 years. So I haven't done a video like this in quite a while, and I was looking at some other YouTubers, streamers, top 5 games for the PS4 and Xbox. So I was thinking, oh, why don't I do my own? So this is not really to show off or anything, and these are more opinionated towards for me. Just kind of like a time capsule to just kind of look back on what games I played back then when I was younger in high school and college. So let's get into it. Alright, top 2000s games. So I'll put number 10 on the list. These top 10 games are not really top 10s. It's just there for nostalgia and then how well the game is presented. So it's not that necessarily I like Super Smash less than Warcraft or whatever. It's just I just put it there in the list. So not a real order, but kind of an order there. So had a lot of fun with this game. I remember when this game came out on the GameCube in 2001. Game, GameCube was like $250 and people thought that was expensive. It was kind of funny. Um, Funny fact about myself, I actually bought the gold N64 one year right before I actually bought the GameCube. I mean, before my friends got the GameCube. So if I waited another year, I would have gone the GameCube instead of the gold N64. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like Super Smash is always fun as a party game with your friends. So I always like to use Link nowadays for the newer Super Smash Ultimate. I don't like Link as much because you have they changed the bomb mechanics for him. So I just use Lucina or Marth instead nowadays. But Marth was pretty good back then as well. Here on this one, he was pretty high tier there. Number nine, I didn't play through the entire game for this, but BioShock. My computer could barely run BioShock back then. I think it was like 2007. It's just the way, the atmosphere of the game, the setting of the game. There weren't many games that had that dark horror aspect within that Atlantis setting. So when I first played the game, I was kind of entering college, and I was so scared because when you first play the game, you have no weapons, and there's this monster outside of the capsule that you go underwater. And then when the capsule opens, there's that monster, and I was like, oh, I don't want to get out the capsule. So I made my roommate play. So it was kind of funny, and he was kind of nervous about it too. So good times, yeah, good memories with this game. Well done, whoever made this game. I forgot who made this game. Number eight, technically eight, kind of. I mean, I still play it nowadays, but just the old school version of it, like an updated version of RS2. But man, I had a lot of fun with RS2 in high school. Uh, I had a lot of mining experiences with it. I got to 85 mining for Rune, and just the community there is really, it's pretty friendly. Aside from the scammers and all the PKers that are kind of mean to you, but yeah, this was a fun game, RuneScape. Like especially watching PK videos nowadays to get so much loot. It's just a good community. You can do clan chats, you can do quests, fight dragons. If you don't want to fight and you just want to just relax while playing on your phone nowadays, you can just like woodcut stuff and then just talk to your friends while you mine or whatever. So yeah, it's just a nice relaxing game. This was one of the big three RPG games back in the day in the 2000s. First, most popular one's probably World of Warcraft. Like everyone knows Warcraft nowadays. Like even if people don't play games, they know what Warcraft is. But there's also MapleStory, which is the pretty much the Asian version of Warcraft, and then there's this one, RuneScape, which is the UK version of it. Um, I grew up playing RuneScape, which is the UK version of the RPG games, fantasy RPG games. So had a fun time. I'll probably get back into it and taking a break from old school RuneScape, but I'll maybe get back into it later on. Speaking about Warcraft, here is I think it was number seven. I don't know. I don't even know the numbers anymore. Number seven, Warcraft 3, specifically Dota, Defense of the Ancients, which is a modified MOBA, the grandfather of all MOBAs nowadays. That's what made League of Legends what it is today. It's so popular because of the community and just the character design and just how the gameplay is just so addicting. Like if you lose one, you got to keep playing until you win. It's kind of like those kinds of games. Semi-competitive. I think there used to be esports teams of it. I think there's still esports teams of Dota 2, but Dota 2 is just not as popular anymore. But when Dota 1 first came out, there's a lot of people that used to play this game. Community is kind of toxic, but I love the character designs. It's really cool. And then the Warcraft 3 campaign is really good too. This was back when Blizzard was good. Nowadays, not so much. Halo 2. This was the killer app for the Xbox, the original Xbox. Halo 2 is what brought online gameplay on the console on the map. This is what made this game had a dual wield and just flying around with banshees and all the uh, warthog vehicles, just shooting people down, sniping people down on different maps. It was a fun multiplayer experience. Single player campaign was really good as well. I didn't have an Xbox, so I played a little bit of it, but from what I played on Halo 1 and 2, it was a great campaign. Good setting as well. Fighting uh, space space aliens with your marine suit and just KOing them with the giant was it the giant saw gun or whatever it was. It was fun. Gears of War 2. This was when I played this with my college buddy. And oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite Xbox games ever. I think this is my favorite Xbox game. Gears of War 1 and 2. Uh, it's just the level of detail that they put into the game and the character backgrounds with Dom and Phoenix. I don't know, just for some reason the newer ones it just doesn't feel the same. I like the original ones a lot more than Gears of War 4 and 5. Um, yeah, again, alien invasion. Something about alien invasions and saving humanity and the feeling of hopelessness, but there is also hope. That faint glimmer of hope. Um, is always very enticing in games. And then the chainsaw multiplayer, where you just chainsaw people in half, kind of like Doom 2. That's great. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. This is getting pretty higher on the list. I never played multiplayer. Wasn't a fan of multiplayer. It's really fast paced. I wasn't really good at FPS games, but I really liked the campaign, especially Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2. I played that on I think the Xbox 360 with my college friend again. I really liked the campaign. Yeah, really well designed. This game was so revolutionary when it first came out. Uh, really designed, pretty much set the framework, set the blueprint for modern first-person shooters games as it is today. The usual left click to fire, right click to zoom in, control to crouch, shift to run, F to melee, or middle mouse button to melee. There's all those controls, how that gameplay, the map design, the environment, the settings, um, how you do the airstrikes. Everything from this game, there's so much of this game that is in modern shooter games today. It's hard to it's hard to kind of explain to people that didn't grow up in this era, but yeah, 2007, man, Call of Duty, that was just how it combines real life situations, politics, society, economics, and how all that melds into a game. It's called almost like a film. Like very few games had that kind of film and gaming experience all in one, like some cinematic experience aside from Blizzard games, from Diablo, StarCraft, and Warcraft. But yeah, Blizzard was really good back then, but Call of Duty was really amazing too. It took the FPS shooter genre to an entirely different level, and few shooter games can kind of really copy what this game made. This game was amazing. CS Source, I played 1.6 as well in like the 90s one, but this one was fun, especially zombie mod. Again, I'm not that good at FPS games. I just play FPS games to just a little bit on a semi-competitive, casual competitive level, but mostly to have fun with my friends. That's why I like the zombie mod version of this game of CS Source, where you have to kind of build buildings and stuff to hide from the zombies, and if you get one hit by the zombies, you turn into a zombie too. It's like I remember my one of my buddies, he was hiding in a room with like 20 other people, and then they're trying to like close the door and like barricade the door, and there's one zombie guy right outside. He barely nicked the guy right next to the door, and then the guy inside the door turned into a zombie, and then he just turned around and just knifed everyone. Everyone else, all the 20 people in the room turned into zombies. It was great. So a lot of nostalgia in these game choices, but also some gameplay, good gameplay, and good story modes in some of the other ones. I put Left 4 Dead as number two in the rank. This game was pretty rage-inducing. This and Dota was probably the most rage-inducing games that I ever played. Uh, but aside from that, like minus the rage from when you mess up as a hunter or smoker or boomer or whatever, this game was fun to play with friends, especially when you're trying to fight a tank or trying to run away from a witch. Just the multiplayer aspect is really fun. They have those car alarm things. When you shoot them, the zombie hordes come, and if you want to have fun, you can shoot them on purpose, and you just like mow down the zombies with your machine gun or MG42 or whatever it is. Um, Good games, good characters. The story is kind of it was okay, but the multiplayer was great. You can play as the super zombies. You can jump around the roofs as the hunter, and then you just jump on them. You just sometimes you can just do Mario Kart version and you just run to the end. Just ignore your friends while they're dying. You just you're hit by hunter. Oh really? You just run past them and just get to the safe room. It's fun LAN party times. This and Warcraft 3 and StarCraft. Uh, Good LAN party times. Yeah. Honorable mentions. I didn't have a PlayStation. I played mostly PC and Nintendo. But I did have a couple of friends that had the PS3 and the Xbox 360. So honorable mentions include Metal Gear Solid 4: Guns of the Patriots. That's a pretty good game. It's a pretty long game, lots of cutscenes, but a lot of games nowadays that have a lot of film cutscenes, immersive cutscenes that make you care about the character. Assassin's Creed. I like how it was an innovative stealth game. I hated the gameplay, but I saw my friends play it. Brotherhood online, it was fun. And then Resident Evil 4. I mean, Resident Evil's always been good. And then Half-Life 2, I played that. That was a good interactive game where the characters actually talk to you and they feel kind of real. Number one on my list. I debated on what to put on number one, but I put Battlefield 2 slash Battlefield 2142. It doesn't have a single player, which was kind of lame, but uh, I feel like Call of Duty's always had a better single player campaign than Battlefield. Battlefield is a lot more into the kind of casual, semi-casual, semi-competitive multiplayer state, but I had a lot of fun. I put so many into hours into Battlefield, RuneScape, Left 4 Dead, and Dota. Those were the top four games I put like so many hours into. Um, RuneScape grind, man, RuneScape grind. But yeah, Battlefield. I put this around the top of the list because I don't know. I just had fun when I was younger playing FPS games. Feels like a lot, like half of this list is FPS games, but just like the space design and how there's a Titan mode where you have to uh, fly up with your little rocket into the giant floating Titan fortress airship thing, and you have to blow up the core from the inside, just C4ing the core and just blowing everything up. Uh, Flying around as like a helicopter assault jet, blowing people up with tanks, sniping from a distance, capturing points. I always like capturing the flag kinds of games more than close quarters combat like Call of Duty or CS, Ice Map. Um, yeah, and I couldn't get into Fortnite, the battle royale kind of stuff. I played it a little bit. I guess it's just for a newer generation that likes kind of battle royale style kind of games. I did watch Hunger Games though, but yeah, I like this game. This was fun. A lot of wintry designs too. So there's a lot of ice maps, and then ice camouflage tanks too. So that's the end of my list. Just kind of like putting this up there on my account, just for nostalgia's sake, just to look back on it and just remember what I played, and just hopefully share it with other people that look at this list. Um, yeah, it was good times. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. Bye.